Yo guys, let's talk back at the place for you guys for the college football Saturday games. This is the first legit college football Saturday of the season. I am so hyped, cannot wait to get into the plays. We have 6 free plays for you in this video, and we're going to try to turn 100 into over $2,400 in this video without using any of your own money. We're going to talk about how to do that in a second. First, before we do, make sure to drop a like on this video, guys. It helps me out so much. It's free. It takes 1 second. I really appreciate it. So please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe either. I post free pick videos for you guys on this channel every single day. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. And we killed it last season in college football. We've been killing it again. On Thursday, we turned 100 into over 300 bucks. Today on Friday, the games have not started yet, but we're trying to turn 100 into over 500 bucks. And on this Saturday, we have a 24x play that is going to turn 100 into over $2,400 if it cashes. So what you have to do to get the 100 bucks to bet on this play, if you want to bet all 100 bucks on this play, I will leave the links down below for you in the description. But we've tried to do this last 2 days. We're going to try it again here on Saturday because it's just so fun. So if you guys want to tail this play, go ahead. It's going to be so much fun. But all you have to do, go to the link down below, download the Sleeper app right here. If you live in any one of these white states on this map, that means you can download it. So if you live in any one of those states, download the Sleeper app. Right away, it's going to ask you if you have a promo code. Type in code GHOST. Make sure to actually type in code GHOST before you deposit. It has to be before you deposit. But as long as it's locked in, code GHOST, before you deposit, you get a $100 deposit match and a free 0.5 square right here. So what we can do is, if you want to tail along with us, you can take the $100 deposit match, which isn't even your money. That is just free 100 bucks that they give you when you use code GHOST. And if you want, you could take the 100 bucks and put it down on this play. And again, if it cashes, we cashed for over $2,400. We did this on Thursday. It worked for 300 bucks. We're trying it again on Friday for 500 bucks. And on Saturday, because it's the first Saturday of the season, we're trying to cash a 24x. It's going to be a huge, super fun Saturday. So cannot wait to get into the plays. But again, that link is down below. Just use code GHOST before you sign up. Get a $100 deposit match and a free square. So it's free money and free squares for you guys. So definitely take advantage of that. Again, link is down below. You just have to make sure to use code GHOST. With that being said, let's hop into the plays. Getting into this Ohio State-Texas game. Best game, or in my opinion, the second best game of the season, but we'll talk about that more in a second. The one play we are taking in this game, and I actually posted a video on the channel earlier this week, deep diving into the game. We took about like 4 or 5 plays in the game. So if you really want to bet on this game, go watch that video. It's already posted up on the channel. But we're taking one play of this game, and it's going to be Ryan Wingo. Okay, if you have to bet on someone in this game, personally, I got to go with Ryan Wingo. The reason for this, if you're hearing anything out of, training camp, spring training, whatever, spring games, everybody around Texas and every single analyst, ESPN, whatever, everybody and their mother is hyping up Ryan Wingo this season. Now, we already know we have Arch Manning at quarterback now instead of Quinn Ewers, which is way better. Hoping Arch can be the guy that everyone thinks he will be, hopefully a Heisman winner. We will see. But if he's as good as everyone's saying, he's going to have to pass the ball to someone. You don't have Isaiah Bond anymore. You don't have Matthew Golden. You lost a lot of guys last season. The wide receiver one on this team is Ryan Wingo. Everybody is saying he is going to be an absolute stud, and I 100% agree with them. So at 3.5 receptions right here, I think this line is way too low. Again, if you look at the graph right here, it looks like this is a really high line. But again, that's because he was wide receiver 3. You can even argue he was wide receiver 4 last season with a quarterback like Quinn Ewers, who dumps the ball off to tight ends and running backs pretty much every single play. So of course, he wasn't getting 4, 5, 6 catches last season. That makes a ton of sense. But now as the wide receiver 1 with Quinn Ewers, who in my opinion is going to throw the ball to wide receivers way more than Quinn Ewers did, because Quinn Ewers literally threw like 80% of his passes to tight ends and running backs. Obviously, Arch Manning should throw the ball to wide receivers way more. I think he will. Not to mention, Ryan Wingo is a huge playmaker, super fast, can get up and down the field, can make huge plays for your team. So if they throw 2 or 3 screen passes to him right off the bat, that would not surprise me at all. So literally, if he gets 2 or 3 screen passes, this play's almost a lock, because he literally has to get 1 or 2 actual just normal catches, which in my book, is just a lock at that point. So I really like him at 3.5 receptions. The reason this line is so low is because of obviously last season. He didn't prove himself, didn't show it yet. So he's still kind of a question mark in that regard. And then also last season, again, Texas just didn't throw the ball to wide receivers a whole lot. But I think with Arch Manning, they're going to open it up to wide receivers a ton more. So Ryan Wingo, 3.5 receptions. I really like that to start off the day. The second play of the day, we're just going to get it out of the way real quick because a lot of you guys aren't going to care about this game as much as the LSU Clemson game. It's going to be Angeli. So we're taking Steve Angeli over his pass attempts at 27.5. So now this is a transfer from Notre Dame going to Syracuse. If you watched Syracuse last year, they had Cal McCord, who threw for the most passing yards in the country last year. On paper, he was the best quarterback in the country. Obviously, I don't actually think that, but on paper, statistically, Cal McCord for Syracuse was the best quarterback in the entire country last year. So now he's gone off to the NFL, whatever. Now you have Steve Angeli coming in from Notre Dame, 27.5 pass attempts, in my opinion, way too low. You still have the same head coach and the same offensive coordinator for Syracuse. Yes, Kyle McCord is better than what Steve Angeli is going to be this year, in my opinion, in pretty much everyone's opinion. I don't think he's going to be as good as Kyle McCord. I'd be crazy to say that, but I also don't think the play calling is going to change that much. Just because they were passing the hell out of the ball last season, I don't think that's going to stop this season. Kyle McCord, his lowest pass attempts in a game last season was 34. They also won 10 games, I believe. So they were barely ever losing in any games, and he still was throwing 34 more pass attempts every single game. Again, I don't think Steve Angeli is going to be as good as Kyle McCord, but I still think the play calling is going to be very similar, especially in a game against Tennessee where they should be losing the entire game. They should have to pass. Syracuse, this coaching system, they love passing the ball. So 27.5 pass attempts seems way too low for any Syracuse quarterback ever. As long as you have this head coach and offensive coordinator and you have a Syracuse quarterback at 27.5 pass attempts, I'm 100% taking the over, especially in a system or a situation where you're going to be losing pretty much the entire game. Love to take the over right there. And also, I don't think Angeli's as bad as a lot of people think. We're going to see, but in my opinion, my prediction is he kind of, plays a lot better than a lot of people are thinking. I think some people after the Saturday are going to look at Syracuse a little bit different and go, wow, they might have done it again with another quarterback. But we'll see. That's just a prediction I got for you guys. But getting into this LSU Clemson game, this is where we have an opportunity and a chance to make a ton of money. We're going to go. Let's go to LSU first. I think this game has a very good chance of being a classic college football shootout. Ton of passing yards, ton of passing touchdowns, a lot of scoring. The over-under right now is sitting at about 57.5. They're expecting a ton of scoring from both sides of the ball, and I do too. Both these defenses, obviously, very, very solid. But you got two quarterbacks that are running up for the Heisman. I mean, these guys both legitimately have a really good shot of winning the Heisman. They're absolute studs. Both these teams love to pass the ball. They have good running games, obviously, because they're both LSU and Clemson. They're always going to be good at running the ball, but they both want to pass the ball. So on LSU's side, we're going to take their wide receiver one with Aaron Anderson over 62.5 yards. And then we're also going to go to the quarterback here, Gus Nussmeier. And we're going to be taking him over his passing touchdowns at 1.5. It is a goblin, but it's still a pretty good payout for a goblin. It just has the goblin emoji, but it's still a pretty solid payout at 1.5 passing touchdowns. Now we're going to go over to Clemson, and because I think the game is going to go like this, we're going to take all these plays just like this, guys, and we're going to be taking obviously, Klubnik right here, over 1.5 passing touchdowns, exact same thing as Nussmeier. We got both the quarterbacks to throw 2 or more touchdowns in this game, and we got both the wide receiver ones to have an absolute day and go over their yards. So we're taking Antonio Williams over 59.5 receiving yards. I love Antonio Williams in this game. What Klubnik's been saying about him is insane. In press conferences, he is literally glazing this guy, saying, he literally said this was his favorite player to ever play with on a team. They have insane chemistry. He somehow knows exactly what Klubnik wants all the time. Klubnik was saying some of the craziest things ever about Antonio Williams. He loves him. It would not shock me if they're one of the best quarterback wide receiver duos in the entire country, and by the end of the year, they literally have some of the most passing and receiving yards between duos in the entire country. And Antonio Williams' line goes from 60 yards here and starts ending up being 78, 80 yards a game. Would not shock me at all. So that's going to be the 6 plays I have. And realistically, these 4 plays right here isn't even betting on 4 separate things. It's betting on one thing. If this game ends up being a classic college football shootout, high scoring, a lot of passing like I think it's going to be, all 4 of these plays should kill, should absolutely hit. And then we just got to hit these two plays. So I think we have really good odds of hitting all six. At the end of the day, it's a six man. It's obviously starting off with low odds, but for a six leg, I think we have pretty good odds of cashing right here. And if we do again, on Prizepicks, look right here, 16x payout on Prizepicks, guys. You're only getting 16x for this play. I'll show you over on the sleeper app right here. This is basically the exact same play. The only difference is Angeli at 17.5 completions instead, but that's basically the same thing anyway. And the payout is 24.5x. You are getting 24, almost 10x more of a payout just because you're putting the play in on sleeper. So I would highly recommend to lock this play in on sleeper. And again, you get $100 for free, so you don't even have to bet your own money. And if you bet all $100 on this six leg, you can cash for $2,400. So let me know in the comments if you guys are tailing this play and riding with me, how much of the $100 you're actually putting in on this play. But again, the link to sleeper is down below. Just use code GHOST. You get $100 for free, so you don't even have to bet your own money this college football weekend. You get, to relax, bet the money. If you lose, who cares? It is what it is. It's not even your money. It's free money to bet with. Highly recommend it. Again, link down below. Just make sure to use code GHOST. And even if you don't really care about the deposit match money, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but anyway, you're on an app that pays you more. Okay, so make sure you're on the sleeper app anyway, because they're paying you, again, 24x for this play. And then on Prizepicks, you're only getting 16x. So if you already have sleeper, put this play in on sleeper instead of Prizepicks. But with that being said, these are the 6 plays I have for you guys for the games on Saturday. Make sure to drop a like on the video. I really, really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. I cannot wait for the rest of this college football season. So make sure that you don't miss any of the future videos and subscribe. And then again, before we get out of here, the link to this app is down below. Use code GHOST to get the $100 and the free square as well, which is also really, really huge. So definitely take advantage of the free square right there. With that being said, these are the 6 plays I got for you guys for the games on Saturday. Good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.